make top 5 in the titled arena, because that comes with prizes. And he's quite close. He's in 7th place, and he's beaten both the leaders, both Jigalko and going for the back rank mate. Hard to stop. Forced mate. Next move. Okay, so now he's up against Mr. Bochwald, whoever he is. My goodness, what has he done in this position? Quite. I don't like his king at all. Maybe he's. Can he survive? Pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn. Oof. How is he even trying to survive this? Takes the knight but loses the bishop. What a crazy position. Now he's threatening knight takes c7. Picking up the rook. Bishop takes bishop doesn't stop it. So he does pick up a whole rook. Okay. He could have taken it, but that would invited the rook coming into attack, so he doesn't want that. So he just backs off. Maybe he thinks he's up material. He is up like a rook. And he's saving his knight now. Successfully, in fact. Knight takes c6 was a threat, so black defended. Oh, there's still knight here. It's just a trade, though. So it's a battle for the centre. He's just trying to kick that knight, so his knights are more centrally placed. And I think he's going to grab that square at some point. Okay, yeah, grabs the file is more important. But one of those knights is going to swing in. Okay, it's not going to swing in. Okay, 15 seconds against 14 seconds. Hi there, Skakhund. Yeah, we're just following. Oh, whoa. What happened there? Just checkmate. Checkmate on the back rank. Yeah, we're just following Opper the last few games, see if he can make it to top 5. He's only got 3 minutes left to try and make top 5. He is 5th right now, but he needs to definitely win. If I just open up the... he's beaten, as I said, he's beaten Jigalko, he's beaten Naroditsky in this tournament. He just... he had a bit of a slow start and slipped down to about... So he throws in a check. Ooh, that was winning up a queen. Oh, what a wonderful win against the GM Shant. 777. What a wonderful win. Just bishop here winning the queen. Beautiful. Because the king had no squares to go to. It's the diagonals and the rook just cutting everything off. Skakhund says he can get second. Yeah, I think it's possible. Gosh, he had such a slow start though. If only he hadn't started as slowly as he did, he could have got first in this tournament. I mean, if he was playing with crazy boards like he does sometimes, and that's the reason he's not first, then that would be a bit sad. And it's quite possible that is what he was doing. But we'll have to ask him afterwards. But definitely he was. He had some tough games to begin with. But this game, okay, he's got the H file open, and this is going to hurt, I think. Oh, okay, but now white has an A pawn, so this BM hero guy has actually had a really good, successful run against Opper, so it's not so easy at all. Gosh, he's won the last 5 games they played. This is really going to be tough, actually. And he's not doing well on the clock either. That A pawn is just running. No, he can't let that A pawn run. In fact, he just resigns. He wants to get another game in before the tournament ends. That's going to hurt, actually. But he was in 3rd place. My goodness. Yeah, but that's going to hurt. That could even cost him top 5. He's down to 5th. Oof. And people at the end are going to just try and get extra draws in the last few seconds. So this is it. He berserks against Arca, desperate to just try and get that extra point or 2, or 3 in fact, because it's a berserk, to try and get this. Oh, this is high pressure. So hitting the queen, winning, takes the bishop next. Nope. So queen takes f7 is a threat. Takes, saves his bishop, saves his knight. 10 seconds left. You can't win this in 10 seconds though, can you? Unless you can agree a draw though. Just agree draw. Agree draw. Agree draw. 2 seconds left. Offer draw. No draw offers. Okay. That's a bit sad. You could have got the draw. But no, he wants to go for the win. There's no time. But he's got the win. He's got the win, but has he got 5th place? No, stolen, denied. And of course that's why he couldn't offer Arca the draw, because that would have didn't they both get pipped though? Oof, that's unfortunate for Opper. Really impressive. The thing about Penguin is he always is so strong at finishing. Look at that finish, 3-3-5-5 to grab 3rd place. A nice $125. What a strong finish from Penguin. But really, congratulations to Naroditsky for winning it with 1-3-2. Opper and Penguin both really within touching distance though. Okay, so it's just 16 points or so away. Just to show you some of the games against. So that was the game we just saw. So just to show you some of the really strong games that Opper played just towards the end of that tournament. So up against Jigalko, he plays a4 as white, and obviously takes here. Is pawn takes not possible? Pawn takes would have been possible as well, but okay, knight takes, loses that pawn. Takes, offering a queen trade. Queen trade's rejected. Goes here, rook here, and then this brilliant tactic to finish. Knight e7 check, picking up the queen. Whereas if you take my queen back, I'm winning a rook for it. And if you take this, thank you very much. Queen takes rook, checkmate in 1. So that's how he beat Jigalko. This brilliant little tactic here, knight to e7. What a way to win a game. Knight to e7 against the guy, Jigalko, who was winning the tournament at that time. And then Jigalko was overtaken by Naroditsky, and Opper was playing again the leader of the tournament in Naroditsky. And that's how this game went. He pushes e6, getting a crazy position against Naro's king. And he already picks up an exchange here. Picks up an exchange, but Naroditsky tries to get the rook back, but in doing so he traps his own queen. You can see here the eval. Pretty nice because that queen is just trapped. A4, he traps the queen, goes for this, queen c2 here. Okay, he gives up the knight. Apparently queen takes g6. Okay, he gives up, queen takes g6 is still, queen takes g6, queen takes h2, what's wrong with this? Queen takes, queen e8 check would have been strong apparently. King c7 and pick up the rook. So maybe that line wasn't considered. He was too focused on the queen trap. And so he decided to pick up the piece. So Naro got a little bit of his advantage back, but okay, he fights back. Queen here check, queen here checkmate against Naroditsky. And then he's up against Penguin. Penguin who ended up leapfrogging him at the end. But he was very strong against Penguin. Okay, there's a pin, backs off. White's kingside is slightly weakened by all these moves. And then this is the tactic. Penguin thinks he's won a pawn, but tactics, bishop here, and the position has just collapsed. And what's he do? He brings his last piece into the attack, sacks on g4, and it's just checkmate coming. What can you do? It's a check. If you don't take it, if you just back off here, the knight is going to be coming here with check and checkmate, so you have to take it. But if you take it, you take back, and how to stop queen g2 mate? Only way rook g1, and then queen h4 is checkmate. Wonderful. And maybe I just show you one last game. This is a bit of a sad game for Opper. In the end, I guess it was a sad finish, not quite making it top 5. This game against Shant, we saw a very nice game against Shant on the live stream. I mean, in the live games we saw. He's doing really well here. I mean, if you just look at the eval, he's doing very nicely. This was a magical game. The way he's just, you know, just crunching on Black's position and just slowly improving all his pieces. Just look at this. Really beautiful game. Really, such a beautiful game. This is from Opper. Absolutely just crushing this GM, like completely crushing him. Maybe the exchange wasn't. Maybe was it the best? Maybe that wasn't the best approach. No, apparently it is the best move. Engine thinks and it says, yeah, it's the best move. Just throws in a check. What do you do? Reinforce. Just not giving any. Doesn't even bother taking the bishop here. Free bishop. That would be an interesting one. But actually, it's the correct thing to do because the trick here, check, king here, and this is actually checkmate because the bishop and pawn are cutting off all the squares. So it looked like a trick to get this pawn promoted, but the trick doesn't work because you promote and win. But he's probably worried about that pawn promoting, so he stayed solid. And he's pushing the other pawn, and then look at this brilliant trick here. Bishop here, pawn here, king here, pawn takes bishop, check, king here. And then what does he do? He realizes this king is kind of stalemated, so he creates space for the king, but by doing so, a2 comes. So is there anything else he could have done in this position? King to d5. Wow, that's a hard move to find. That is a hard move to find. That was literally his only winning move in this position. That is such a hard move to find because the king looks like it's stalemated. He had to find king to d5 to let black take the pawn and then come back in again with, let's say, king to e5 check, and then simply just push this pawn. So you can push this pawn through. Probably even better is push this pawn through. Push this pawn through and avoid all the stalemate tricks. But instead, he went here, and then suddenly black did this, and you can't let it promote, so you have to take it. So it was unfortunately a stalemate. So black seized a really brilliant draw from the jaws of defeat with this really tempting move, king to e8, just tempting you. Come on, take my bishop with check. Isn't that beautiful? And this set a really hard puzzle for Opper to solve with only 6 seconds on the clock. He had to find king to e5, and he didn't, and unfortunately that's why he lost. I mean, drew. Sleipnir says, okay, covering chess. First time I've seen that. And Sleipnir says, and hi there, Skakhund again. Sleipnir says, wrong about knight there. You take queen instead, otherwise you lose queen. And I've lost the position. Wrong about knight there. You take queen instead, otherwise you lose queen. Yeah. Sorry, Sleipnir. I've lost track of what we're talking about. But I'm sure people who are watching and are more alert than I am would know what you're talking about. So I take the queen instead, otherwise I lose the queen. Yeah, sorry I was going too quickly. But okay, some really interesting games. Sad for Opper, he doesn't quite make top 5. But just wanted to cover some of those games. And yeah, that's it. Just a quick short stream. Sadly not top 5, but check out Chuck Moulton in 20 minutes.